Welcome back, it's Smashboss here, and today I want to talk about one of the biggest unanswered questions in Nintendo's Mario Maker 2 Direct, and that is, in my opinion, if you can control the number of players that are allowed to play your level once it's uploaded, because there are clearly some levels that are not meant to be played by any possible number of players from 1 to 4. Just take a puzzle level. What if you have a puzzle level that you have designed for a single player? You can't possibly de-cheese all possibilities that could come up if this level suddenly appears in multiplayer. So how do you make sure that really only one player can attempt and beat this level, and only by solving the puzzle that you made and not just by some kind of multiplayer cheese? So since Nintendo didn't really announce a system that allows you to control that, I mean, they announced the multiplayer versus tag, but as far as I understood that, it's just a tag. That doesn't mean that levels that don't have this tag will never appear in multiplayer. So how do you make sure that your level is only attempted by one player at a time? And that's the reason that I came up with a setup that does exactly that. And theoretically, if the items and physics all still work the same as in the first game, then something like this should do exactly that. So if one player starts, he will spawn right here and can enter the pipe and complete the level without any problem. But as soon as a second player also spawns in the beginning area, since this spot is already reserved for the first player, the second player has to spawn somewhere in these 4 blocks. And wherever he spawns in these blocks, he will always trigger the Thwomp contraption, which will then block the path to the pipe permanently. So that will directly in the beginning make sure that multiplayer is not enabled for this level. However, what if you want to have the exact opposite? What if you design a level that is specifically meant to be played by multiple people? There's also a problem with that, since Nintendo didn't actually say that there will be a way to upload with multiple people. That means that no matter how much you want a level that only has a multiplayer solution, there always has to be a single player solution as well, because you have to upload it as a single person. At least they didn't say anything else in the Direct, so I guess you still have to upload it as a single person. Well, then you could basically use the same setup but change it a little bit to make it so that if you have one player playing this level, you basically have a single player death exit, and once a second player spawns, you can then go in the pipe and only in the pipe. Of course, since this is Mario Maker 1, it's just a P-switch, so you could just wait until the P-switch runs out and then still take the single player death exit. But if you make these coins switch blocks and the P-switches on-off switches, then this setup should make sure that the state of these blocks will permanently be changed. And that means that once more than one player enters this stage, then the Thwomp contraption becomes activated and the single player death exit is no longer available. And in the pipe, this is where the real level will take place. So these are just 2 small ideas for how you can control the number of players if there will not be a built-in system for that. So that's it for today, and I hope you enjoyed the video.